So, welcome to my channel. If you don't already know me, if you've never seen me before, my name is Taysia. I am a 15-year-old author, almost 16, and I currently have a published poetry book called Blindsight. So, welcome back to my channel for any returning viewers, and welcome to anyone new. So this is my poetry book, as I just mentioned before. So if you've never seen my poetry book before, which you probably haven't, you should definitely go check out my previous video, which explains everything about her. And check out the link in the description if you want to read the book description yourself and, maybe buy it. Leave a review if you want, all that. But this video is not about her. This video is about my second book that I have been working on for a very long time, and it is finally almost done. It was supposed to be done by now, but I decided to take a break from it at one point. But now it's almost done and it's going well. And if you haven't been on this channel, or even if you have been on this channel, I've obviously mentioned this book many times, but I don't think I've ever shown the cover. So here she is. So the book is called Rough Nothing. It is basically just a second edition to my first book, which is Blindsight. It has similar themes and all that, which I've also mentioned that before. It's very similar, but also very different. They're siblings. They're not twins, they're siblings. So basically this video is it's just my second book reveal. Even though y'all have heard about it, I'm just gonna give the tea. I'm gonna give the tea on the book, okay? I've been working on this book for a decent amount of time. Started it late August, the end of August is when I started it. Now it's almost January. So that's about 5 months. It's gonna be done within the next 2 weeks. By the time this video is uploaded, I will probably be done the manuscript, and I'll probably be waiting on Amazon to approve it. Maybe by the time you see this video, maybe it'll be available for purchase. Who knows? So basically, what is my book about? Well, my second book. So we're gonna bring her back into the picture for a second. So this book, my first book, it's called Blindsight, and it's basically about mental health. I've said it many times. It's about mental health, about healing, and there's 5 chapters from chapter 1 to 5. It's just basically the journey of healing, when you're depressed, and then when you've healed, you're not so depressed anymore. That is a plain explanation, but if you want a more detailed explanation on my first book, again, go check out my previous video, because this video is not about her. So my second book is very similar to that, except that it's not. So basically my second book is still about healing and mental health and everything within that genre, and just life experiences in general, but it's not so linear. It's more about the reality of healing and how it's so up and down. I'm keeping it very brief, I know, but that's really what it's about. It's just how healing isn't linear. Basically that's what it is, and it's just about self-image, self-esteem, self-love, healing, relationship issues. It's about all that. So if any of that interests you, put it in your calendar to buy it sometime in January. And I will leave the actual book description in the description, since it's not available yet, but I'll put the book description in the video description so that you guys can read it, because I suck at explaining. Basically, what does this book entail? So there is 4 chapters, unlike my first book, which has 5, but this one has 4. The first chapter is called The Embrace. Second chapter is called The Beginning. Third chapter is called The Debrief, and the 4th chapter is called The Healing. So cute. I'll give a very quick little explanation of what each chapter is about. The first chapter is kind of acknowledging that you need help, and kind of acknowledging your pain and trauma and all that stuff. Essentially what these chapters are these small stages of how healing works. And I have actually done research before starting my book. I did actually do research on the stages of healing from mental health and trauma and all that. So it's quite legit. Yeah, the first stage is kind of accepting and acknowledging that you need help and that you have gone through something. And then chapter 2, which is the beginning, is kind of feeling you're getting somewhere, kind of realizing that life isn't as terrible, and that things kind of once things start to get better and you realize maybe I can do this, maybe things do get better, basically. And then chapter 3, which is the debrief, is kind of when things start to go downhill again, because again, healing isn't linear and you're going to have those ups and downs, which is why it's not from bad to good this time. Like my first book, it's more like bad, good, bad, good. So that's what chapter 3 is about. It's like when you have that downfall again and you're like, maybe I was wrong. Life isn't so good, and like you're just kind of struggling again, which really sucks, but it does happen. And then the last chapter, which is called the healing, is when everything starts to fall into place. You start to love life again. You start to love yourself again. You're letting go of your pain and trauma. You're letting go of the toxic people in your life, and you're acknowledging that they were toxic and that they're not meant to be in your life. You're like accepting everything, you're accepting life, you're enjoying life, all that stuff. Like literally the healing. The chapter title is quite literal in that sense. Like yeah, basically that's what my book contains. So it contains those 4 chapters, and there is a little bit over 100 poems. There's probably like 106, 107, something like that. I do not know how many pages there are yet because I haven't finished the manuscript, but I'm assuming it's going to have around 150 pages, maybe a little bit less, but we'll see. I'll update y'all on that in my next video. The book also includes little illustrations by me, of course, little cute drawings, and just like helpful, like motivational poems, relatable poems, everything poems that fit my personal experiences, poems that fit other people's experiences, poems that a lot of people can probably relate to. If you're struggling with mental health, or if you know someone that's struggling with mental health, or if you're just struggling with life in general, basically if you're living, this book is going to be very helpful, I hope. And I do really hope that you guys stick around to find out when I release it, and that you'll buy it and review it. But if this book does seem like something you're interested in, definitely subscribe to hear more updates. I'll probably do another update video like next week or something. And don't forget to put post notifications on to know when I post, and don't forget to follow all my social medias, TikTok, Instagram. That's pretty much it. Don't know why I said all of them, but those are pretty much the only other social medias I have that I actually use. And in the meantime, while you're waiting for Rough Nothing to come out, definitely go check out this book on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description so that you guys can go check that out. It's also available worldwide, so no matter where you are, you can buy it, okay? Again, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sticking to the end if you did, and I really hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!